Story: The Black Box. In a remote village located in an old forest, there is an ancient house, almost forgotten by time. This house is not remarkable, just an old stone building with a worn tiled roof. However, for the villagers, this house always contains something strange, something that makes them not dare to come near. The story begins on a rainy night, when Min, a young man from the city, visits his long-dead grandmother's hometown, hears mysterious stories about the ancient house. The villagers often say that the house is where a strange black box is hidden. Whoever opens this box will encounter inexplicable things, and many people have mysteriously disappeared while trying to find out about it. Although Min did not believe in the superstitions, he felt curious and decided to go to that house, hoping to solve the mystery of the black box that the villagers were still talking about. He thought that he could solve those superstitions and restore peace to the village. As Min approached the house, he felt a cold atmosphere, unlike the other houses in the village. Especially the surrounding space, although there was no wind, the air was still heavy. Min approached and opened the old door, stepping inside. Inside, the house was dark and deserted. The walls were dusty, the old furniture was forgotten and rusted over the years. Even though no one lived here, Min felt a strange feeling, as if someone was watching him. Min continued to go into the living room, where a large wooden table placed an antique clock. However, what caught his attention the most was the wooden table in the corner of the room, where there was a black box, which looked like an ancient jewelry box. The box was exquisitely carved, but the outside looked old and scratched by time. Min could not contain his curiosity. He walked closer to the box and gently opened it. As soon as the lid was opened, a cold air blew out from inside, making Min shiver. Inside the box was a small, jet-black stone, emitting a dim light, as if there was a strange attraction from it. Suddenly, a sound rang out from somewhere in the house, like a whispering voice, "Do not open it." Min turned around in surprise, but saw no one. He thought it was just his imagination, but the feeling of unease continued to haunt him. However, curiosity won out. Min picked up the stone and looked at it. The light from the stone shone brightly, illuminating the entire room and causing everything around to suddenly become dim. A strange image appeared before Min's eyes. He found himself standing in another space, not this house, but a dark forest, with giant ancient trees blocking the sky. A large wooden door appeared right in front of him, and Min walked through it without realizing what he had done. When he entered, the space became cold, and a voice rang out from the darkness, "You opened the box, and now, you can't go back." Min felt uneasy, but he couldn't turn back. Dark shadows began to move around him, and he heard hurried footsteps, as if someone was approaching. Min tried to run, but every step he took felt heavier, as if an invisible force was pulling him down. When Min woke up, he was no longer in the forest. He stood in the middle of the old house, still holding the black stone in his hand. However, the house had changed now. It was no longer the original ruined house, but a strange place, with shiny walls and doors opening to strange rooms. Min hurriedly turned around to find the exit, but every time he turned around, the house changed, and he could not find the exit. It felt like he was trapped in an endless space, where everything was changing and there was life, but no one was there. A voice rang out in his head, this time not from the stone but from some force, "You cannot escape, because you know too much." Min tried to push away his fear, running through each room, but the images in each room gradually became more bizarre. Blurry figures appeared, they had no faces, just blurry shapes approaching him. When he thought he had no way out, he suddenly saw a glimmer of light at the end of the hallway. Min rushed towards it, and when he reached it, the house had disappeared again. He woke up on the ground, outside the house, in the pouring rain. The black stone was gone, leaving only the empty box. But Min knew that he could not escape completely. The house, the box, and the strange figures still followed him, reminding him of the warning, "You have opened the box, and now, there is no turning back." Min never dared to return to that house again, but every time he looked in the mirror, a faint figure appeared behind him, as if someone was watching him from the darkness.